guys, how's it going? So yesterday I was reminded of this event that happened in my life where I was in a car chase, being chased, driving, I don't know how you really want to call this. So I will just start from the beginning. It's not a correct story time if I don't have coffee. So, my junior year of high school, I was 17, and I was in show choir, which I did for 3 years of high school. And my junior year, I was on the prep group as the dance captain, and so a lot of the students that I was working with were younger than me. So this girl was a freshman. She was pretty good friends with my other friend who was a sophomore that year. So basically what happened was I'm just hanging out at home one night and my friend that's a sophomore texts me and she goes, I need you to pick this girl up. Apparently she got into a fight with her mom hit her. I just need you to pick her up from her house and take her to mine. I will be there as soon as I can. I'm out of town driving, trying to get home. So she only lives a couple minutes from my house, and so I drive and I go get her. And as soon as I pick her up, her dad's truck turns onto the street, sees that she's getting in the car, and she says, drive. I'm just like, okay, I am a terrified 17-year-old. And looking back at it now, there's so many different things I would have done in this situation. For example, call the police. If this girl says that her parents or parent had harmed her physically in any kind of way, obviously that's not okay. And as soon as her dad started following me and chasing after me, I probably should have called the police right away. But that's not what I did. So I just kept on driving and I turned onto a street thinking that it was a through street, and it ended up being a cul-de-sac. This is only maybe 3 minutes after him chasing me. So I pull in this cul-de-sac hoping if I can turn around fast enough, this guy won't block me in. Of course, he blocks me in. He's in this big truck. I'm in my little Toyota Camry. And, oh my gosh. And he gets out of his car. I immediately lock the doors in my car. And he comes over and starts shaking on my door, every door handle that I have in my car, trying to get in, screaming. He starts screaming, saying, I'm taking pictures of your plates. I'm going to call the cops on you for assisted kidnapping. Da, da, da. And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. So I'm freaking out, and I turn to this girl. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to call the police? See, at least I had the thought to maybe call the police, though I should have just done it. And she goes, I don't want you getting in trouble. I don't want you getting in trouble. I can go with him. We have a house line. If I need to, I can call the cops later. And if you don't hear from me, then you can call the cops or something like that. And I'm like, it was all just such a crapshoot. It really was. I shouldn't have gotten myself in that situation. I should have called authorities right away and figured something out. But I didn't. So she ends up getting out of the car and getting into his and leaving. And I just drive home and I'm like, did this just really happen? Was I literally in a car chase? Did I just get threatened for assisted kidnapping? It was terrifying and in shock. I don't really think rationally, I guess, at least as a 17-year-old. So she did end up calling the police on her parents later that night. It was all okay. I mean, obviously this isn't a situation where it's just very complex. But, the point is, everyone's fine. I was in a car chase, and apparently I was assisting a kidnapping. That's it. It's a really short story. But I think it's interesting. It's probably one of the most interesting things that's happened to me. If you like this kind of video, if you like my story time shenanigans, I will leave, hopefully, if I can figure it out, a link to my last story time and my only story time about how I was the other woman. Ooh. If you want to see more stories like this in the future, just, comment down below, and I don't know, subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna make you. We're chill. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening to my story time. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.